It's showtime! Hello everyone and welcome back to another stream. It's been a while. Well, when I say it's been a while, it's been 2 days since myself and Liam, who's about to come back with a beer.
Hey, wagwan.
Hello there. Oh, that was perfectly synchronized, mate.
Look at this glass. Look how frosted that is. I was meant to have a beer last night. Put the glass in the freezer. Didn't have a beer, so it's been in there for like 24 hours.
Fantastic. So it'll be well chilled.
I hope so. I hope so.
Magic. So tonight we are live for Hearts against STURM GRAZ. Hearts are 4-0 down currently on aggregate. Liam is going to be as neutral as he possibly can be. But
I did this before the stream, Goggsy.
I was going to say this is no hate watch for Liam because, of course, we care about the Scottish coefficient. If Hearts win tonight, it'll be absolutely mental if they go through, as we were saying off stream. But yeah, it's going to be a wild one. Liam, before we get into the game, where can we find you on social media?
So I'm part of the Hibs Ramble podcast. If you lean that way, if you swing that way of a Hibs persuasion, you can find us at the Hibs Ramble on Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, Facebook, YouTube, wherever we are. We've got the handle at the Hibs Ramble. So if you fancy listening to a little bit more of our nonsense, then that's where you can get us. Much appreciated.
Of course, mate. And it's appreciated that you've decided to join us tonight.
Listen, Gordon, I would rather be nowhere else than
You've even used a Sunday name.
I'd rather be sat here with you on a Tuesday night watching a very legal stream of Hearts STURM GRAZ.
Fantastic.
Which, actually, I'll put our question out to the chat. If my very legal stream isn't working, where are the rest of you watching it?
Also, we're going to hit a few of the comments that have filtered through. Lizzie Corbett has asked if we're showing the game. By law, we can't. Unfortunately, we do not have the rights for UEFA content. But that doesn't stop us from whenever it's the draws for Champions League, Europa League, Conference League. We will be screen recording it and showing it live. So next Monday, we will be doing a live stream. Whether Hibs qualify or not, that's up to them.
Give that
a miss. So yeah, we will be live for the UEFA draws next week, as long as Motherwell are still in it. We cover as much Scottish football as we possibly can. PWR Scotty says he's a Jambo and Hearts come back tonight. We really hope so, mate, for the good of the Scottish game.
I've seen wilder things in football than what that would be. It's going to be a very, very, very tough task tonight for Hearts. A very tough task. But I mean, listen, I'm going to speak as a football enjoyer rather than a Hibs fan here.
Yep.
I didn't think STURM GRAZ were incredible. I think I actually touched on it on Sunday. I thought 4-0 completely flattered them on Sunday.
Certainly did.
And I think Hearts, I don't think that they would be mental to think that maybe they've got an outside chance of maybe getting through at some point tonight. It might take them extra time, might take them at penalties, but Hearts looked really good going forward.
They did.
Last Tuesday. They looked very suspect at the back, and they kind of lacked a bit of a clinical edge going forward. But they got into positions, and you've got to get into positions if you're going to score goals. So be very interesting to see how Hearts end up playing tonight if they play a little bit more conservative. I don't see why they would. I mean, their only option really is to go gung-ho.
They have to go for it. Yeah. Go gung-ho or...
Yeah, it'll probably make for a very entertaining game of football. So looking forward to it. Whatever happens. If Hearts get beat, I'll be happy. If Hearts end up going through, it's going to be an incredible game of football to watch. So
yeah. So have you got a score prediction tonight?
4-0 STURM GRAZ.
What, an aggregate or in the game?
No, 8-0 on aggregate.
I think it's going to be a really exciting game. I think it'll be either 2-2 or maybe a 3-2 to Hearts or something like that,
Yeah.
because they absolutely have to go for it. Whatever happens, I don't see them progressing due to what happened last week. That 9-minute spell was absolutely mental, as we watched here.
Mm. It was crazy, and I think that apart from that 9-minute spell, I didn't think Hearts looked like. Yeah, they did look a bit suspect at the back,
But they didn't
but
look out of place, did they?
not overly suspect. And I think that the fashion of the goals that they conceded, I think that they'll be disappointed with the way that they played and the way that they probably could have and should have prevented them. And obviously, as a Hibs fan, it's funny to laugh at these things and stuff. I mean, our laughter was very short-lived. Going to Kosovo and getting pumped in Kosovo. But listen, I think if I was a Hearts fan, I wouldn't be too disheartened, to be honest, with the performance. A really, really good side with a lot of good European pedigree, or STURM Graz especially recently. So a lot more European pedigree than Malasheva, if that's even, I can't even mind how you pronounce it.
That is how you pronounce it, yeah.
Yeah, so let's hope and pray for a good game of football tonight.
Before we get into the comments, I'm going to quickly share the screen for the team lineups, because I can't really be bothered typing it all out because we've literally got 8 minutes till kickoff. So share screen onto the Hearts starting 11. As it says here, Shvolov is playing his last game for Hearts tonight before he makes the transfer into Germany. Kingsley's the captain, Ocean McEntee, Miller, Braga, Spittle, Milne, Genduz, Altena, Fagan Walcott, and Kizaridis. Kizaridis missed 2 absolute sitters last week.
So how are they shaping up then?
I have no idea, mate. Like I think they've done it by position, so I'd assume that McEntee will be right back. Kingsley will be left back.
Fagan Walcott's a centre half, so I don't think they've done it by position.
No, it'll be by numbers maybe.
Kingsley McEntee fullbacks, Fagan Walcott. I don't know where the boy Gwendouze plays.
Altena's a right back as well. So it'll be
Kingsley might be playing centre half then.
I've no idea.
No,
that's the professionalism that you expect on this channel.
If there's any Hibs fans in the chat that have an idea about how you are lining up,
please enlighten us. And of course, we'll go and share the screen for STURM Graz, and we can have a guess at how you pronounce the names. My favourite part of these type of streams. So first of all, the font isn't very
that's not very user friendly.
No, I'll guess it. So Kudyakov, I assume, is the goalkeeper. It's Mitchell, Stankovic. That was easy. Valchi. Is that an L or an E? Is it an L with the line through the middle? Vlodarchik, Soglo, Seidel, Yata. They've got a player called Heil, which is a bit dodgy. Weinhandel and Hurel. That makes up the starting 11 for STURM Graz.
Is STURM Graz the place where that fella went who played for Motherwell?
Mika Birith.
No, the wee fullback.
Max Johnson, yes.
Where's he now?
He's at Derby County now.
Is he?
Yeah.
I thought he would have kicked on, by the way.
Derby County is a downwards move, in my opinion. Like he won the league at STURM Graz.
Yeah, you would have thought that that's a bit of a downward one for him.
Yeah. Anyway, so we've got a few comments to get through. The Dr. Pepper Machine says the demise of the watery farts. There's a question for the chat. So obviously that skit from years ago, you had the jam tarts, the watery farts, the Homer and Barts, the snooker and darts. What would be the Sturm Graz side of that? Like,
Sturm Graz.
what's your Cockney slang for Sturm Graz?
Sturm Graz. Graz. Something ats.
Something brats.
Yeah, that's a difficult one.
It is a difficult one, but it's one for the chat. We've got 75 at the moment.
Spoiled brats. That's about as best I can come up with at the moment.
Yeah, these nuts.
These nuts.
Kate Barnett says, Graz weren't great. Hearts just had a shocking 10 minutes. Yeah, I think that's a general consensus.
I think that's a fair reflection on the game as well.
Yeah.
So, have we got anyone actually saying where they're how they're watching the game?
Scotty says 8-0 Hearts. Funny story, right? There was a 4-0 overturning a few years ago when Zenit St. Petersburg were in the Europa League. They played Dinamo Minsk. They were 4-0 down after the first leg. They ended up scoring in the last minute at home to force extra time to make it 4-0, and they ended up winning 8-0 on the night and 8-4. So there is hope for Hearts. It's been done before. Well, very unlikely. Maybe if you're playing Football Manager.
if you're playing FIFA, you switch to the other team and then score loads of own goals.
You switch to beginner mode. Happy Jambo, not so happy Jambo says, at least it won't be 9-0 over 2 legs, Liam. I wouldn't speak too soon. I believe that's the Malmö matchup you had.
The funny thing is about that, right? We played Malmö away and we got beat 2-0. And there was this sort of consensus that, 2-0 is not that bad. Like, we could probably get them back to Easter Road and get a couple of goals. Take it to extra time, maybe nick it on penalties. And then, so that was the season we went down. And we lined up, I can't really remember who exactly played, but in the lineup there was a boy, Fraser Mullen. We got him from Hearts that summer. I think Hearts had released him and we picked him up. So we signed him. He was in the starting lineup. We had Owain Tudor-Jones, remember him?
Yes, he was at Inverness.
Inverness. And Rowan Vine. So we had a team full of absolute superstars. And we were surprised that we got beat 7-0. And there was, I can't remember how many Malmo fans were there, but there wasn't that many. But at 5-0 or 6-0, they were doing the conga throughout the stand. So they were going through down the wee tunnel and doing the conga and then coming out the other one. So as a fan,
it would be gone.
I can't remember how old I was. What year was that? 2014. So I was maybe 15 or so. 15, 16, 17, something like that. And my head was gone. But then I seen that and I was like, Ken, what? That's actually a wee bit funny.
It's very funny.
And then I looked at the scoreboard and it said Hibs 0, Malmo 7. I was like, yeah, I'm not laughing anymore.
Mate, my head would be so gone. I'd be on Mars at that point.
Thing is, you can't blame them because that's a once
in a lifetime sort of thing.
Away from home. It was the Hibs performance that had my head on Mars.
Yeah.
But it might be 9-0 over 2 legs tonight. You never know. Don't speak too soon.
Yeah. Aye. That's going to get clipped. Currently on the stream, it's Dynamo Zagreb 0, Thun 2.
Thun?
That's
Dynamo Zagreb playing Thun?
No, they're playing the team that won the Swiss League for the first time last season. That's yeah. It's class, eh?
Have we got anyone actually in here saying
where they're watching the game? Scotty says Hibs are worse.
I cannot disagree with that, to be honest.
Cheers, mate. Aye, good to see you then. Why is it not on TV? It's meant to be. It's on Premier Sports 1. I'm absolutely certain. It said in Flash Score.
Well, on Premier Sports 1 right now, I'll tell you what's on. Pre-season friendly, Sevilla versus Celta Vigo.
That sounds like severe depression. It finally landed. It finally landed. Katie, no, we legally cannot show the game as much as we would like to. Apparently, Toon was plus 650. Is this a reference to like Polymarket? Because you're not going to get any joy from our conversation about it. They never put the good games on BBC Scotland. This game should be.
I don't know why they haven't put it on BBC Scotland, to be honest. Because I think most of Hibs's home European ties last year were on BBC Scotland.
Right, I've got the game on.
Okay.
It might be because they don't have rights for the Champions League. Although they did show Rangers against a couple of the teams that they played like a couple of years ago.
Right. If you've
Can't
got
watch
it on,
it on your phone.
if you've got it on, I'm trying to get it on here.
Yeah. Unfortunately, I wouldn't be allowed to show the game.
Just tell me what's happening.
Yeah, that's fine. Not a problem, mate.
Is it still 0-0?
Yeah. I don't think it's got to the bit where they start yet. The kick.
Oh, is it not?
Currently, two captains are shaking hands. No, we're fine just now, mate. So we've got 94 in the chat, guys. If you're here for the first time, please subscribe to myself and Liam, the Hibs Ramble.
If you want.
Yeah.
Off to.
Dream is achievable says, heard Premier Sports dropped it after the first leg result. Is that true? I have no idea, mate.
Why would
no
you do
idea.
that? Wouldn't that be like money left on the table for Premier Sports?
Yeah,
surely
definitely would
want to watch it.
I mean, I think Hibs fans like yourself would want to watch it just to laugh at them.
No, but it's not even that. Like, because I would imagine that Tynecastle sold out tonight, right, for their first home Champions League game in
ever
20 years.
It's the first time ever it's been at Tynecastle because they played at Murrayfield.
Right enough. Well, I've got it on. I've got it here.
Yeah, I've got it here as well.
I'm 36 seconds in.
It doesn't even say here how long it's in. They've only just kicked off here. I'm just trying to see if I can get it.
Finally, I'm ahead of you.
It's the first time ever, mate. Max says. Max says BBC showed Rangers away to Panathinaikos last season. What are you watching it on? I'm currently trying to get it on my phone because I think on my phone it might be better.
Well, there's a lot of GRAZ fans
experience. They should have a few.
A lot. There's a lot. Hearts have given them like the same allocation that they give Celtic and Rangers and that. Like that, just like
that's good.
Corner for Hearts.
Oh, they've got them under the cosh early.
A poor corner, to be fair.
Ugh. There we go. It's much quicker on my phone than it was on the computer, so I can maximise it.
Craburn, what are you watching on? Can't tell you, or else the police will be at my door.
Oh, there's a STURM GRAZ player on the deck already. They'll be time wasting as much as they can.
Are you ahead of me now?
I have no idea, mate.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, class.
Right, Goggsy, you hold the stream while I put my dinner in the oven.
Of course, mate. I can't wait to find out what you're having for dinner tonight.
And act shocked as if I didn't tell you 5 minutes ago.
I will. We've got 100 in the chat now, so if you got any questions, feel free to ask away. We cannot show the game due to... oh, there's a dog. Liam has been replaced by a dog. That was a battle of the fastest internet. Yeah, it's probably not me. I've got the cheapest internet going.
Who are you with your internet, Goggsy?
I believe it's Virgin, but I'm not one of those.
I promise I'm not.
I promise you, I'm not a virgin. The game is on. The game is on Hearts TV.
Yeah, I think that's the thing that I've got.
Yeah. The ball's been launched into the box. GRAZ have got it away. Oh no, sorry, it was STURM GRAZ free kick there. Max is asking, where do you think St Mirren will finish this season? I don't know. I'm not. I'll let you say. You think 7th?
I think 7th.
I've not been impressed with many of the Premiership teams at the moment. I think it'll probably be about 9th or 10th because I don't think their manager's going to stay for the full season. I think he'll get sacked. I don't rate any manager with the name McLeish.
It's one of these, mate. Like, I don't think he had an awful lot of time last season and didn't really have a proper window last season to get his players in to change the sort of style of play that Stephen Robinson would have had them playing. So
yeah,
I think it's just going to be. I think it'll be tough for him because teams like, I've said it so many times on the Ramble, like teams like, and I'm trying my hardest not to be derogatory because no, but I don't mean it. But like teams like St Mirren, teams like your St Johnstones now and Livingston, like the turnover is so high of players, and historically Motherwell as well. Like the turnover is so high, I think it's difficult to kind of keep that consistency on a year-on-year basis, especially if you have a good season and you've got a few good players who are then going to get poached by bigger teams, both in the league and down south and from abroad. So it's difficult, I think, for teams like St Mirren to kind of have that. But I mean, Robinson did really well at developing that style of play and getting that kind of player to fit his system, regardless of who got poached. So it'll be interesting to see what Craig McLeish does with the squad, if he tries to take it in a similar way, or if he wants to do something different.
There's such a low ceiling at St Mirren as well. Like I saw that.
Obviously, this year.
Yeah, but the thing is, I seen that Killian Phillips was linked with a move away to 375k or something like that. Like he's one of
325k.
Like
should go over that for Killian Phillips.
Yeah, but like that's the thing. They are trying to be on the same, like a similar model to Motherwell because they're fan owned. And see if that was Motherwell and our best players just went for 6.5 million. They've got a long way to go.
Yeah, I mean, I think Just's price has also been boosted by his performance at the World Cup as well.
Yeah, very much so. Like, see if he didn't play like that at the World Cup, he could have gone for 4.5.
Jinky would have gone. I
think so still, because there still would have been a much bigger club than us that was knocking on the door. I believe I heard through the grapevine that Celtic offered 5.5 million and they wouldn't go any higher. And they wouldn't have gone any higher.
Well, there's a shock. Celtic offering money that isn't good enough.
What was it they offered for McGinn? Was it like a packet of crisps and a TV smile?
I think it was 1.5.
Yeah.
Hibs were holding out for about 4.
3, wasn't it?
I think we ended up selling for 3.4 to Aston Villa. I might be miles off there, but I think what he went for and what Celtic, I think, offered about half of what he actually eventually went for.
Yeah. Other comments coming in. CFC Jack, is the game on Now TV? Because can't find any of the games. Not sure if it's just me.
No, you can get it on Hearts TV.
Yeah. It's on pay-per-view on Hearts TV.
Yeah.
For like $12.99.
Yeah.
Evening, lads. Game is on Premier Sports 1, says Michael. Thank you, Michael. Please. Yeah. Oh, sorry. Gumball has commented saying game isn't on Premier Sports 1. Right, we've got conflicting comments here, one after the other. We've got it on Hearts TV. John Athen says, "Come on, Hearts! I've took them at 5-4 to win." You know what? It wouldn't surprise me if Hearts won, but they need win the game. I've got them to win the game, but I don't think they'll win the tie for obvious reasons.
Yeah, I don't think they'll win the tie. I think there's a real good chance of them winning the game. Because I don't think STURM GRAZ were, by all accounts,
they weren't convincing, but they still won 4-0.
Yeah, I suppose you've got to put the ball in the back of the net, and it doesn't really matter how the chances come round. If you get them and you put them away, then
exactly, mate.
Also, so that STURM GRAZ strip is an absolute sickener.
Oh. How far behind are you, Liam? We've just had.
They've not taken the free kick yet.
Well, they've taken the free kick, and there was a wee flick on there, but Hearts didn't score. It just went past the post.
Oh, it's a good chance as well.
It is a decent chance. Kelvin says it'll be STURM GRAZ 6, Hearts 0.
On aggregate, or
we'll see. You've got to put brackets on aggregate. Yeah. Lisa says it's not on Premier Sports. Does anyone know why? Well, we've had a comment just a couple minutes ago questioning whether it may be because of the score last week.
I can't think that that's why.
I have no idea, mate.
That would be a disgrace if that was the case.
Exactly.
Although I am happy that we don't need to listen to Michael Stewart.
Yeah. Calvin says, "Yes, I'm ancient." I don't know what that's in reference to, but I guess he's saying 6-0 on the night.
What's everyone having for their tea?
What have you got for dinner while you enjoy our company?
Okay, this is what I've got for dinner. I went to the shop and I was like, I don't really know what I fancy. I want something that's not healthy. So I picked up a packet of chicken pakora, some pilau rice, and a packet of Bombay potatoes.
Interesting.
So I'm looking forward to it. I'm going to have it all in a fucking massive dish. Sorry, should I not swear on stream? You
can swear, mate. We don't give a fuck. Or I don't give a fuck. Here at GOGgsysaan Productions. A sole trader. It's fine. The viewers won't care too much. As long as we're not swearing every fucking minute, we'll be fine.
If there's any Hearts fans in the chat, how do you think Calvin Miller will get on at Hearts this season? He's a player that I would have liked to have seen at Hibs this year. Obviously, he's ended up at Hearts. I think he'll do well there, but if you're a Hearts fan, let us know how you think. Let us know how you think he'll get on.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I don't know if we'll have many Hearts fans in because obviously they'll be watching the game or they'll be at the game.
Well, if you're any other fan, let me know how you think Calvin Miller will get on at Hearts because I think he'll do quite well.
I think he'll do fine. I didn't really notice him last week in the game. We've got a comment saying it's 1-0 to Hearts, but it's not because I've got flash score on as well, just in case.
Oh, boy went down in the box, but
he went down like a sack of ties. Play on.
Maybe a penalty than the Dunfermline one at the weekend.
Aye, definitely. Kay Burnett says, "I made spicy chicken tacos." Banging. Yeah, that sounds pretty good.
Soft shell or hard shell?
Oh, now you're asking the real questions.
Yeah.
As he says, his predictions 1-0. Right, fair enough, mate. It's not being shown. Yeah, we've established that. Calvin says Hibernian for the League Cup final. What do you think of that, Liam?
If we get there, we'll get beat.
Fair enough. I'll take us through some of the scores that are also happening tonight. So we've got Champions League and Conference League qualification happening tonight, while Liam vacates for his dinner. Coops lost 2-0 to Saba Baku at home. That's the first time Sabah Baku, who were established in 2017, I think, have made it to a group phase or a league phase in their club's history. Lincoln Red Imps held Mjolby of Sweden to 0-0 draw, but Mjolby won on aggregate 3-0. As I mentioned earlier, Dinamo Zagreb are 2-0 down to FC Thun of Switzerland. Celia of Slovenia are drawing 1-1 with Ignatia of Albania. Obviously, we've got the STURM Graz on right now. STURM Graz won the first leg 4-0. It's 0-0 at the moment. Shamrock Rovers have only just kicked off against Ararat Armenia, and the Armenians are leading 2-0 on aggregate. Apollon in the Conference League won 3-0 tonight against Dilagori of Georgia, and it was 7-0 on aggregate. Riga against Vardar of Macedonia are in extra time right now. The Macedonians won 2-1 on the night. It was 3-2 last week to Riga, so a tie overall. Oh, Riga have just gone in front on aggregate. They've just scored in the second minute of or extra time, sorry. What a game that's turned out to be. Vardar, of course, down to 10 men. Siska Sofia 0-0 with Trnava of Slovakia. And it's half time in Kosovo. Sorry, Liam. It's getting a Kosovan flashback right now. Floriana are 1-0 up on the night and on aggregate as well. So there we go.
The worst thing about that Hibs result on Thursday, right, was that I had to watch the game. I had to take my lunch at 3:30 to watch the game. And then Hibs get beat, and then I had to go back to work.
How long was your lunch break?
Well, I got an hour, and then I just had it on for the rest of the time. But I still had. I was working. I was like, this is the worst day ever.
The worst lunch break ever.
It was easily the worst day I had last week.
Yeah. K Burnett says soft shell all the way.
See, I disagree. I like a hard shell taco.
Fair news, mate.
There's a pub in Dalgety Bay that does cheeseburger tacos, and they are superb. This is the last time I'm going away, I promise.
That's fine, mate. That's fine. Soft shell. What's the chat thinking? Do you prefer a hard shell or a soft shell?
What do you think Sean would prefer? Do you think he would prefer a hard shell or soft shell?
I think he's a hard shell guy, mate.
I would say he's a soft shell guy.
Is that because you've known him longer than me, or?
Well, I have known him longer than you. That is right. But I know that he likes a soft rim on his pies.
I'm glad you clarified that.
Well, one of the first episodes that he was on the Ramble, he said that he likes a soft rim so that he can get in easier.
Fair enough. But I hope for those who have just come in have watched the last minute so we know the context.
I promise we're talking about pies. Who's got the best pie in the Scottish Premiership for you, Goggsy?
It used to be Ross County, in my opinion.
Ross County's so good.
Mm-hmm.
So good.
Now I'm actually being a bit biased here, and I'll say Motherwell.
Well, I can never get a bastard pie at Motherwell because
they're always sold out.
Aye, I don't think they make enough in the away end.
Well, I was actually sitting in the away end, so to speak, away end on Thursday, and there was probably about 200 or 300 Motherwell fans in that section, and my mate and I we went to the queue. They only had 2 shutters open.
And it's usually like that when it's an away day as well.
Aye, it's brutal. So
but they have a kiosk upstairs as well.
Yeah. Aye, we were on the one upstairs, and
use me telling you as if you've never been to Fir Park before.
Yeah, and we ended up we were still midway up the queue, and the players had just come out for the second half. I was like, I've got actually, because I was meant to be getting something from my missus. My mate stayed in the queue, and he told me when he came back, they didn't have any hot food. So he just got 3 bars of chocolate.
What bar did he get?
Oh, it was the Yorkie. The one that's famously not for women, and my missus had to have one.
Is she okay?
Oh, she's fine. She's just fine.
That's good then. That's good.
Yeah, Paul, it's not on Premier Sports. Hearts do have pay-per-view. So it's $12.99 for your troubles.
It's on VIP Europa as well, apparently.
Yeah. Whatever that means. Paul Eric says Hibs numero uno. We've got more Hibs fans in the stream than we do Hearts fans. I just hope you're numero uno on Thursday.
It must be my massive pull.
Yeah.
I mean,
of course, mate. Did you tweet about it or something?
No, I've been too busy today.
Ah well. Respect the game.
I like to help out these smaller creators.
Of course, mate. Do you prefer away fans to be at the bottom of the away end or not really care? For me, I don't really bother. Like, I prefer the away fans to have the most hostile experience at Fir Park, just so they come away even more pissed off when they lose in the last minute.
As an away fan, see when you find out that it's a top tier, and then the bottom tier shut, it's soul destroying. Because being in the bottom tier at Fir Park is easily, if you score one of the best limbs out with Fir and Hearts.
That's why we don't like it.
So good though.
Oh aye, of course.
So good. I remember me and Sean talk about it all the time about like the best limbs that you've ever had and stuff, and like out with like derbies and beating Celtic and Rangers.
It's always a Motherwell away, isn't it?
The best limbs that I've had was that cup game when Mel Christian scored twice and the Motherwell centre half got sent off after about 30 seconds. Remember?
McGavie, yeah.
Aye. A horror challenge.
It was. He ended up crying when he was walking off.
I didn't think that he really needed a red card, to be fair. I didn't think it was.
I thought it was more of an orange card personally, but you know, shit happens. Yeah. KB says, "What's your score for Motherwell game on Thursday?" I think we should absolutely go for it. Like, even though we won the first leg 2-0, I think it'll be. Well, it's on AstroTurf. I think it'll be another 2-0 win. But I'd prefer us to go for a third and a fourth, just to send the message to Helsinki right away. We're not going anywhere.
Mm-hmm. I think Motherwell will pump them.
We should. We really should. But it just depends, because it'll be the return of Tawanda. It'll be his first kick of a ball for us.
Mind him, man.
Nah. But he's no starting. He'll be a sub.
Do you think he'll kick on this season?
I really hope so. I don't think we can afford to lose him.
He'll not go this week.
No, we should keep a hold of it. Yeah, just leave it as it is. We do have a defender coming in time for Sunday's game.
Are you going on Sunday?
Of course.
I'll see you there.
I'll see you there. I'm coming back from the Faroes, a very circuitous route, and I'll be home for probably about 7:30.
Oh, absolute skied it. Who's that? Spittle.
Oof. Terrible attempt.
Am I ahead of you now?
Yeah, I'm like 10 seconds behind you now.
Wonder how that's happened.
We're just trading places, mate. CFC Jack says, "Can't wait for Hope to get started." It'll be interesting to see how he does, because obviously he's been in Norway the majority of his career anyway.
Yeah, I think it's like we spoke about it on Sunday, didn't we?
Yeah.
About Hope. And I do think especially when Celtic, probably Rangers as well, drop a big amount of money like that on a player.
You know they're serious.
Yeah, but I think sometimes the player gets a bit weighed down by the expectation. Like you look at Arnie Engels. I think was he the record for Celtic before they signed this guy? And Arnie Engels, I mean, I think still some Celtic fans are undecided on if they think he's good or not. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Shamrock Rovers have just pulled a goal back in their tie. 12 minutes in, they lost 2-0 last week in Armenia. They're now 1-0 up on the night.
They beat Hibs in a friendly.
They did. Were you there?
No, it wasn't a fuck. Non-competitive Hibs games are beneath me.
Fair dues, mate. Maybe about 7 years ago, you'd have been like, aye, fuck it, I'll go.
Maybe aye. But I mean, in Dublin, like, it's a remortgage your house to go there, man.
I know. Turan and Ho, a lot of goals incoming. Yeah, I expect so. At least they've actually invested in their forward line. One sec, just need to blow my nose.
I think, like, you look at Celtic's investments. I know that the supporters aren't happy with how much or how little they're actually spending.
Aye.
But let's be serious, right? I can't see Hearts pushing Celtic and Rangers again this year.
No.
And Celtic, by all accounts, by their supporters last season, it was their worst squad. Oh. Jesus Christ, how did that not go in?
Oh. Good save. Good save again.
Yeah, so by all accounts, they had like the worst squad in their history and they still won the league. So when you think about it from like a team cohesion perspective, yes, they've lost Dyson Maeda. So he needs replacing, yeah, for sure. Oh!
Is that 1-0 Sturm?
It's a goal. I don't know if it'll count.
Yeah, it'll count. Aye. That's 1-0 to Sturm Graz. 5-0 in aggregate.
Oh, no.
If it's not, then it's going to be a penalty.
Yeah, I thought so. He's onside.
Yeah.
Or is the boy that taps it in? Is he onside?
I'm just watching it now. Yeah, he's onside. The centre half for Hearts is too deep.
It's such a nonchalant. It's Kingsley again.
Yeah. It says big arse.
Yeah, if you see, like, I'm going to take my Hibs tinted specs off. But I'm still going to say something anti-Hearts here. Like, it's gone too far, by the way.
Why is it going too far?
The boy who scored pushes the boy over.
Oh. He does. That's a foul. That's a foul.
He'll disallow it.
Oh.
I've seen enough. Deduct 6 points from Hamilton.
Hold on, there's a VAR check at Shamrock Rovers game as well.
Oh, is that? It's all going on. Yeah, that's a foul.
It's all happening in the night.
I think if this was a goal, you need to look at Hearts in terms of their defensive play and how slow they are to react here. And again, it's another goal where I think they would be really disappointed in how they defended it. Is he going to give it? No goal.
No goal. There we go. We're back to even Stevens on the night. but Hearts still have a
I think
mountain to
it's
climb here.
the right decision. I think it's
Yeah.
the right decision.
I didn't even notice. Because obviously you're just watching the ball. We're watching it on Hearts TV, mate. Michael says it's an outrageous decision. They're both at it.
I think they were both at it, but as a goal scorer, you can't do that.
No, you can't.
Like,
Because that's the gain advantage.
It's not as if he's done it in the middle of the park, then he's ran on, and then there's someone else marking.
See if he doesn't do that, then the centre half's there to cover the ball.
Yeah, instead of lying on his arse.
Yeah.
I tell you what, Stephen Kingsley's got away with one now.
He certainly has. Kay Burnett says, Liam, is that young striker he's got from Stoke any good?
He looked good against Bromby in the friendly.
Was he the one that scored the brace, or? Yeah.
I mean, it's a bit early to tell. He didn't play very well in Kosovo, but like none of the team did.
No.
So wait and see how it pans out. He says he wants to score 20 goals this season. So
there you go.
I don't know what team he thinks he's playing for. Oh, he's broken the advertising boards.
What?
The GRAZ player.
Oh. Virgin aren't going to be happy with that.
I don't know. Although it is good marketing.
Yeah. Just 2 foot in the Edinburgh board.
Not very nice. Not very nice.
I said earlier the Shamrock Rovers goal had gone to VAR. It's been given.
Good.
Wait a minute. Aye. Shamrock Rovers players were up in arms about it going to VAR. So must have definitely been a goal then. Elsewhere, Riga are 3-2 up on the night, 6-4 on aggregate against 10-man Vardar.
Go on, Riga.
So the Macedonians are heading out of Europe. I would love a trip to Riga, man. Give us that in the league phase after we pap out Ajax in the playoffs.
So let me. I don't know how it works, right?
Right. I'm all ears, mate. I'm all ears.
So Hibs were seeded this round and got Malasheva, who were unseeded.
Yeah.
So we beat them.
These are unseeded for the next.
No, I think we're seeded a game.
Oh.
But if we get to the playoff, I think we're unseeded. But
I think you
play.
Yeah, you were seeded again, I think, and we were unseeded. No, wait, sorry.
You were unseeded both times, I think, were you?
Yeah, we were. I think Skandia were seeded because them and Bravo might have been seeded because Skandia were in the league phase not last season.
Yeah.
And they're regulars in Europe, so I would imagine that they were the seeded team. Yeah, aye, that's right. Because yous were unseeded in Group 7, we were unseeded in Group 8 of the pairings.
So all of that celebration at Easter Road on the final day just for yous to be unseeded and us to be seeded.
And we ended up getting a better draw, didn't we?
And just won.
Yeah. Hello, Jack. How you doing, mate? Good to see you on. Kate Burnett says coefficient cause more teams are coming into the rounds. So when more teams are coming in, you're just dropping down the coefficient. Pretty much. Michael Taylor says, do you boys have the commentary with 2 English guys at Tynecastle? Let me just listen.
Certainly one English guy.
Yeah, there's at least one English guy on that. So, Stephen, it's currently on. If you've ever heard of Faba News, very legal. or Hearts TV if you want to pay £12.99 for the pleasure of watching Hearts against STURM GRAZ.
Been a very boring game so far.
Aye, there's not been much happening. It's kind of like, I think the game last week was a bit more entertaining.
Certainly from my perspective.
Exactly, man.
Even as like an actual contest of football, it was entertaining.
Yeah. Aye, this game's been pretty cagey because obviously STURM GRAZ aren't wanting to. Because as soon as Hearts score, then it'll be sort of gaining momentum type thing.
But then Hearts didn't want to. Hearts have got a Europa League game after this anyway, so it's not like it's hell for leather that they need to.
Fawa, Stephen, Fawa, FAWA. Dominic says, "Where can I stream? I'm from South Africa." Okay, fair enough. The game is. I've just said it. I'm not going to say it again because I will incriminate myself.
I'm not saying it.
You just fart, Liam. Or was that the couch? Oh, your chair. You're not creaking just yet.
I think if I fart after this, I'll shit myself. I should.
There you go, Stephen. Another happy customer. Feel free to stay on though. Listen to our ramblings. It's probably the right phrase to use.
I mean, I can tell you what's happening. Oh, Jesus Christ.
Joseph says, out of order from Premier Sports to pull the game because Hearts TV pay extra money.
That can't be the reason. Surely not.
I have no idea.
Is that the reason?
Is that the reason? The floorboard's creaking again.
Tell you what, floorboard's creaking this way every night, pal. And it stinks. Floorboard's creaking right.
Oh, dear.
Oh, you bastard. What's your
Currently, we've got favourite McFlurry?
Yeah.
I'm not sure. See, whenever I have ice cream from McDonald's, it's usually abroad because it's always better than it is in the UK.
I don't know about that.
No, everywhere I've been, mate, it's always been better. See, when I was in America, it was absolutely brilliant. Like, it was like Mr. Whippy on steroids.
I do like a McFlurry though.
Yeah.
Smarties is my favorite.
I'll be there, Jack. I will be there. I leave on Thursday morning, and I cannot wait.
You'll be there with
the mythical archipelago of the Faroe Islands. I cannot wait.
How many have we got in the chat now, Gogs?
We have 78 in the chat. So if you've got any questions, feel free to hit us up, guys. We're here until the end of the Hearts STURM GRAZ game, even if it goes to extra time, which is very unlikely. And then we'll see what happens. But it's probably going to fit it out to 0-0, not going to lie.
Looks that way.
Yeah. There was a straight flight to the Faroes, but it would land like 2 hours before kickoff. So I ended up getting a connection via Copenhagen for about £20 less, and it gets in like 3 hours before when I would have from Edinburgh. So
what a city that is, by the way, Copenhagen.
Oh mate, it's brilliant, isn't it?
We went on the way to Michelin last season.
To Herning.
Yeah, that was some trip, man, honestly. So we got the flight to Copenhagen because you can't get flights to Herning. It's like it's quite rural, a rural part of Denmark. So
yeah,
it was either you got a flight to I can't remember what the other place was, and it was like a 2-hour train.
Was that Billund or was it?
Yeah, that's the one. That's the one.
Yeah, aye.
Yeah, they got a flight to there, and it was maybe like a hour and a half train, 2-hour train.
Yeah.
Or you got a flight to Copenhagen, and it was a 3-hour train. So we got the flight to Copenhagen because it was cheaper, and you could go direct to Copenhagen from Edinburgh. So we got there, and then like it was the airport. I think is quite close to the city centre. So
Yeah.
I think we had like a 4 or 5 hour layover, in Copenhagen. But we got there at like 9 o'clock, 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock. So we had to find the only boozer that was open. And I tell you what, I'm glad that we weren't playing Copenhagen, because we went to this boozer and they were only selling bottles of Carlsberg. Like I think it was a bit, they were a bit bigger than your normal 330 bottles, or maybe like 440 bottles. But they were like €7 or €8 a pop.
It was the same when we were in Copenhagen for the Scotland game.
It's a beautiful place, though. Really, really nice city, very clean, and the people were lovely in Denmark. And then we went to Herning, and it's like it's weird because it is like a small town, like a Motherwell or Paisley. Probably smaller than that, but it was.
Paisley's like one of the biggest towns in Scotland.
Aye, but like when you're fed them, but everywhere's small, isn't
it?
Chance, yeah.
All right.
But no, Herning was great. Herning was fantastic, and the prices were fair. The people were brilliant. The boozers were amazing. So if we ever got Mitchell in again, I'd be back. But hopefully we get through. And then it's either Slovenia or Macedonia next. So that would be quite fun. I think I'd go with that, one of them. Never been to Slovenia or Macedonia before.
Apparently, I think Skandia are based in a place that's about 40 minutes from Skopje. So it's kind of in the middle of nowhere. I think Bravo is Ljubljana, so it's all right.
So that's like basically like you would just get a flight to Ljubljana, wouldn't you?
Or
I think I'd prefer
Zagreb. Zagreb's probably your best bet. Or you could go to, I think it's Venice, and get a 2 or 3 hour train. You'll be cheaper going to Venice and then train or bus across.
It just depends, eh? Depends what.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not short of money, like. I mean.
Yeah. Save some for the rest of us, mate. I've just spent all my money on Tórshavn and then Helsinki if we get through.
Oh, you'll get through, Nabal. I don't worry about that.
I think
you'll get through as well.
Yeah.
Like without trying to sound. Oh, well. Incredible. Lewis Hibbs. Yeah. No, I do think we'll get through. I think you can liken this tie to the one that we played against the Andorran team a few years ago under Lee Johnson.
Yeah.
I'm not saying that we're going to go out and batter them 6-0 at Easter Road. I'm not saying that for a second, but I do think that we've got a real good chance. Probably, I mean, I say probably a better chance than what Hearts have got as they come forward. Oh, surely he got to score. Good defending from GRAZ. Not away yet.
Yeah, that was better managed. Did he just try to take a touch?
I don't know what happened there. But yeah, I think Hibs will go through. I think it'll be nervy. I think it'll be cagey. I think it'll be tight. But I think we'll sneak it.
What, 3-0? In extra time, probably?
Listen, I'll take it. I'll take it. And we don't deserve it after the first leg. We were awful. And I feel like we really underestimated Malasheva. And it felt like, you know, the games where you see your team go out and maybe you're playing someone in the cup. It's like a junior side or someone in League Two.
Yeah.
And the players feel like all they need to do is turn up and they'll win.
Yeah, that's probably what happened.
That's what it felt like on Thursday. And it's I felt really sorry for the Hibs fans that travelled.
Yeah.
Because you spend all that money and
It wouldn't have been cheap
give
either.
up, you give up all that time, and the players just didn't look like they were arsed. It's a shame.
It's a shame.
When
Other comments coming in. We've been on now for an hour, guys. 78 folk in the chat. Feel free to leave a like. Please like and subscribe to the channel, because if you do like this content, then we'll be doing more of it throughout the season. Abdul says, where can we watch this match live? It's on Hearts TV. Michael Taylor says, got home early hours of the morning from Antalya.
Oh, what a place, by the way, Antalya.
You've been
Where
there?
were you staying in Antalya? Let me know. I was there last year. What a place.
Arnie says, how long does this game take? 90 minutes, mate. If Hearts scored 4 without reply, it's 120 minutes.
Yeah.
If you can travel anywhere in the world, where would you go?
Oh,
Brilliant question. That's a question and a half.
that's a question. You've probably been to more places than me.
Yeah, but it's mainly for the football.
Yeah, I would. I don't know. I'd quite fancy like Japan or something. But I can't speak a lick of Japanese, and I don't think they speak an awful lot of English over there.
No, they don't.
So I'd probably struggle. But other than Japan, I don't know. Like, it's a difficult one, because you could just go anywhere you wanted. I'd quite like to go to like. I really like going to Greece, and I love
Greece.
I just watched the Odyssey, so like, if I can add an arm and a leg to this question, I'd like to go back to like ancient Greece.
Wow!
And see like all the monuments and that they had, and then like all the people like in their Spartan gear and stuff. I think that would be really cool.
Shout. Yeah, I love Greek mythology, mate. See, when I read Percy Jackson, I was overawed. Sorry,
mate. I was watching that the other night.
Yeah, it's so good.
Because after I watched the Odyssey, I was like, I need to watch more of this stuff because I love it.
Aye.
And I didn't watch it enough, and I was like, mind Percy Jackson, mate.
Aye. Did you watch the series or did you watch the films?
No, the film that came out in like 2010.
Aye. The Lightning Thief.
Aye, so good, man. So good.
It's funny, right? Because see, the 5 books that's written by Rick Riordan, they're all like themed on different Greek heroes.
Aye.
So the Sea of Monsters, I think, is after Odysseus. Hercules is one of them that's based on like it's all like based on quests that Greek heroes went on. And then I read the Heroes of Olympus stuff, and it was absolutely mind-boggling, mate. I do recommend, if you're a reader at all, I recommend that.
Nah, I'm not, to be fair. I wish.
Me neither, mate. I've not read a book since high school.
I wish I was, because it's a much more dignified way to spend your time.
Yeah.
Rather than sitting picking your arse watching the telly or playing the PlayStation. But like, I've not got an awful lot of time, like with the kids and stuff.
Yeah, of course.
So when I do have time to myself, here's a chance here for GRAZ. Jeez, peeps, man, is it for a throw in? When I do have time, I'll usually just put the telly on or put the PlayStation on, and I have been playing since I've gone ancient Greek mad. I've been playing Assassin's Creed, the Greek one, the Odyssey one. It's very good. I really enjoy it.
Yeah,
I've been to Athens one time, and it was fantastic.
Mm-hmm.
Have you been to Athens?
Yeah, I went to Athens for the Scotland away games last year.
Oh yeah, aye.
Piraeus was probably my favourite part of it.
Did you go to the what's it called again? The Parthenon.
The Acropolis.
Aye.
The Acropolis. Yeah. Like, I'm a big ancient Greek nerd. Like,
it's amazing.
it's so good. So I just wish the UK had that sort of lore to it.
Okay, what the cool thing is, it's like just in the middle of the city. Like it's just these big rooms in that, and they've just built around that. I thought it was so cool, man.
It's superb, man. I love it. Read some of the comments. Lucas, I'm only going to Helsinki if we progress on Thursday, because it is all booked. I'm just waiting for the confirmation that we are through to the next round.
Surely you would just go for a laugh.
Well, I've got the time off for it anyway, and it's all paid off. So even if we city break. Like even if we don't get through, I could go to Helsinki against having a boat flag. I'll just be so depressed sitting watching it as Helsinki run out 3-0 winners. How long, mate? I've already told you it's a 90-minute match.
Well, it's 45 minutes now because it's half time.
Well, aye, we've got 45 minutes to go, so we're roughly on for the next hour. Yeah. That was like us against Darvel, and look how that turned out.
Yeah, no, it's exactly like that. Mm-hmm. Exactly like that. The Hibs and Malasheva game. It's a really good example, actually.
Yeah. Michael went to Aska Lara Resort and Spa. 10 days he was away.
Oh, what a time to be alive, man! I wish I was on holiday. Aska Lana Resort. Aska Lana Wolf Resort. Asking her what?
He has no pace, no power. He's yet to have a finest hour. Oh.
I'm no getting involved in this chat because it's going to come back and bite me on the arse.
No, all right, aye. Right. It took me a wee while to realise where he was going. Like I wasn't registering all the capital letters.
See, when that first came out, like they first started singing that song, I couldn't get the bastard thing out my head, man. I was going around the house going, "Oh, we need is Claudio Braga."
That's clipped, mate.
I sing it all the time anyway. People could just come to the house and film me. I'll be singing it.
You'll be waiting.
I'll have a line outside my house now.
There's a former Mainz player on the bench, Nelson Viper. I believe that's first.
He's when you play Football Manager, he's one of the ones who does incredibly well. Nelson Viper. Viper, whatever.
Mm-hmm. Did you go to Land of Legends, Water and Theme Park, Liam?
No, when I was in Antalya, I had enough money to stay at a resort that had a water park inside it, so I had enough to.
Well, you didn't even leave the place, did you?
No, I did. I seen I think my hotel was near it, but we just never went because there was my kids are now they're 4 and 3, but when we were there they were 3 and 2, so the wee kind of kiddie water slides at the resort was enough for them, and then there was a couple of bigger ones that I went on. So we didn't do anything like that. But I think if we went back this year, they'd probably like it a bit more and maybe go to a water park like that. Yeah. Was it good? Did you have fun?
Did you have fun? Yeah. Jack, I think we need to take this with a pinch of salt. I've not seen anything like it. About Masvenizi worth up to 3. No, we shouldn't be selling him for 3 million.
Let me check if there's anything.
Yeah. Says QPR. See if Callum Ward's been in that QPR manager's ear, just like Stephen Welsh was at Swansea to get Elijah Just. I'll be raging.
I don't see anything at the moment.
No. Jack, I think you're creating stories for yourself. He's not even fit enough to kick a ball at the moment.
Yeah, I think it'd be a daft signing for anybody at the moment.
Yeah, aye, because he won't do anything. The Sheep will beat Hearts this weekend, says the John J.
Well, where's it getting played? Is it at Pittodrie?
Pittodrie, aye.
It will be, aye. So Aberdeen will beat them, and then Hearts will beat them at Newcastle. It just always happens like that.
Yeah. Arnie says, I actually bet both teams, so I'm a bit confused how long this game will take. because I'm excited to win. Mate, just
Surely
get
if you've bet on both teams, you're going to win but also lose, so you're not going to win anything.
no. Unless Hearts win, they'll...
That's 4-0.
Yeah, that's... Yeah. Like, I'm not gonna...
I'm not a betting man. Sure, that seems like a silly bet.
Yeah. Tyneside Mag says, I went to Karabag with Newcastle United last season. Was that in Baku? Was it in Baku or Agdam? Because I think Karabag play their European games hours away in Baku. Because
I bet that's a good away day, man.
That must have been superb.
Especially with Newcastle. I mean, they'll take loads everywhere they go.
Galvin says Hibs will beat Hearts 2nd of September. He must be the weatherman or something. He's got.
I'm glad somebody thinks so.
I was kidding. That's payback for slagging off Coatbridge, mate. You've just slagged off yourself for saying you're in Coatbridge.
When were you slagging off Coatbridge?
A previous stream, mate.
No. I've never been to Coatbridge.
I have for Albion Rovers away in a friendly, and also for a night out in Hush, which I will never speak of again. That was chronic.
Were you mad?
Oh yes, absolutely.
No, like you, Goxie, to be fair.
I'm a well-behaved person most of the time.
What I'm going to say is, someone puts Monibes in the chat. I'm going to go to the fridge and get another can of beer.
Kay Burnett says favourite away game was Helsinki. Well, hopefully I'll be there next week.
You'll need to get some recommendations.
Yeah, aye. Recommend to me.
If Motherwell get put out, you'll need nice restaurants to go to with the missus.
Oh no, the missus isn't coming with me.
Oh, even better then.
It's a solo trip, mate. It's a solo trip. Don't let her hear that though. I'll leave the house about 6 a.m. next Wednesday as long as Mother will qualify. Good stuff. Oh, there we go. Jack says Mother Hibbies.
No more.
A second beer has entered the chat.
Sorry, a second beer has hit the glass.
Alexander says, I've never been at an away day with Hearts. Well, it's never too late to start. Yeah.
I've never been on a European away until I went to Herning last year.
Classmate.
And I've not been on one since. It took me like a good 2 weeks to get over the hangover though.
Aye. That's the best of the away days.
Yeah, aye. Like if you get like we got Forfar in the cup a couple of years ago. That was a good away day because when you never go to Forfar.
No.
And my mate we went into this pub, right? And it was I think we must have been there dead early. I can't remember what time kickoff was. Maybe it would have probably been 3 o'clock, but we went up early bells, to get a good pub and have a good swally and that. Mm-hmm. And we went into this boozer in Forfar, and it was like an old man boozer, right? And we went in, and my mate goes up to the barman and he's like, "Oh, can I get however many pints in that?" And he pulls out a £20 note and he's like, "What about that then, eh? You seen one of these before?" The thing is still game, right? The thing is still game. And then afterwards, when it got busier with Hibs fans, he went into the barman again and he went, "You must love it when us rich folk come to town, eh?"
Oh dear, cheeky bastard, eh?
So funny, man, honestly.
Tyneside Mag says was over in Baku. 6-1 win was an unbelievable away day. Mate,
that's class.
That's what I dream of, like a 6-1 win away.
That's things that you didn't forget. Like that'll stick with them for a long time. And obviously, I think Newcastle fans are they maybe might not be so much in years to come, because I think they'll probably be there or thereabouts in the Champions League for a long, long time.
Yeah.
But like recently, when they've started to get back into the Champions League and back into Europe again, I think that they just love it. Just absolutely love it. They won't back their team in spades. They back their team in spades wherever they go.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think that again, like Newcastle are just one of these teams that didn't take it for granted.
They just back the cause no matter what.
It's what you love about football, and it's exactly the same way all Scottish teams in Europe. I mean, Hearts took an incredible backing over to Austria last week. I would imagine there's a lot of Motherwell fans going up to the Faroes for the. There
won't be many. There won't be many.
Well, you'll be there.
I'll be there. Aye, of course.
16,000 subscribers.
Yeah, manifest it. But yeah, see when we were actually like regularly performing well in the league, never went to an away game in Europe because like I was too young or my dad was in charge of that sort of stuff. I missed so much, like Clerickly away, we won 3-0, losing to Nancy away, but we received a penalty. That was a great moment. And then all the trips to Romania, Albania, Iceland in between, but never got to go. Sligo away was my first European away day, and we lost 2-0. That was just heart-wrenching.
Listen, you've got to go through it, mate. You've got to go through it.
Oh, mate, aye, definitely. So I decided after I think, our previous run in Europe before Sligo was during COVID. I was like, I have to just, like, whenever it happens again, I have to go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, I mean, Motherwell are one of these teams where you'd expect them to be kicking about at that end of the table now, anyway.
Yeah, well, now you'd expect so. Jack says favourite away day in Europe was Man United away, the game where Dessers scored. Fair dues, mate, fair dues.
It was a screamer from Dessers as well. It was so good.
Aye. Just a shame they didn't hold on.
I think Man United, they won, was it 2-1 that night?
Yeah, it was 2-1, aye. It was 1-0 and then Dessers equalised late on. And then Man United scored right away.
That's the thing, right? Like, and call me tin pot, but like, what Jack's sitting there saying that his favourite away day in Europe is a Rangers defeat, but what he remembers is the goal.
Yeah.
Like, there was so many folk over in Warsaw last year where we got beat at like the last kick of the ball, but they say, oh, it was the best European away because we were 3-1 up at one point and we looked like we were Barcelona.
It was 3 goals in like 5 minutes, wasn't it?
It was incredible. And then Martin Boyle hit the bar for like the halfway line.
See if that went in.
I know. They scored
goal of the season
in the last couple of minutes of regulation time to take it to extra time, and then they scored in the last couple of minutes extra time to win the game.
I was heartbroken for you because obviously, I was sitting in work watching the game, and like I was actually jumping for joy because obviously I love European football and seeing Scottish teams do well in Europe. That's why we're here, to be honest.
I think that's why Hibs are asking for 7 million for Miguel Chaiwa, because his performance that night, it was incredible. He's done fuck all since.
Yeah. Hibs away from home last season in Europe were unreal. They got a better result in Denmark than we could have wanted. They beat Partizan in Belgrade, unlucky for your league, yeah. Thing is, I went to all 3 of your home games and you didn't win a single one, so I think I'm the jinx.
I think you might be. Please don't go on Thursday. Oh no, you can't.
I'm in the Faroes.
Yes! Come on!
I'm off to see the pyramids, mate.
No, we were great. We were really good in Denmark, I felt. Especially when you saw how well Midtjylland played in the Europa League and they got like to the quarterfinals, and they were brilliant. And like they pumped Celtic.
They beat Nottingham Forest as well.
Nottingham Forest ended up putting them out.
Yeah, but they beat them in the league phase as well.
Aye, right. So I mean, they were no mugs and they were good, but Hibs played really well against them. I think we probably took them a bit for surprise when we scored quite early on, but we were really good against them.
Off to Murrayfield for Newcastle Everton on the 12th of August. Any bars? Platform 5 for me. It's just across from Haymarket.
Yeah.
Good grub.
Go to platform 5
Sorry.
or there's pubs in Gorgie that you could probably get to that are walkable, like the Roseburn's a good boozer. There's actually the Murrayfield Sports Bar that's round the corner.
Yeah, but that'll be packed
next to the big Sainsbury's, and that's a cracking boozer.
Yeah.
Really good.
Tynecastle Arms, I suppose, is not too far, but you have to walk past Tynecastle, so Liam wouldn't recommend.
Yeah, but you can walk through the
Roseburn. There's one at Roseburn, isn't there?
Roseburn, aye, the Roseburn. Although it's a bit of a longer walk, I think.
Mm-hmm.
But the Murrayfield Sports Bar next to the big Sainsbury's on Murrayfield Road is a cracking boozer.
Yeah. Jack says you played against Vanja Dragojevic, who was the Partizan captain now at Rangers. Was he the boy that scored that worldie in the second leg? The one that was from like 25, 30 yards out?
I'm not going to lie. I remember nothing apart from Kieran Bowie's goal and Chris Cadden's goal at the end. I don't even know what the score was that night.
Yeah.
I just know that Hibs scored twice.
Yeah. Midtjylland beat Nottingham Forest 2 times last season away from home. Beat them 3-2 away in the league phase, then they beat them 1-0 away in the last 16. No problem, mate. Please subscribe. We'll see if we can cover Newcastle at some point just for yourself.
How we?
Away, man. Away, man.
Have we missed any other ones? Aberdeen 6, watch now.
I don't know if that's live or in the
future. Good job for Hearts playing 2 games at once.
Yeah, I know. We'll quickly break down the other scores before we talk about what we think happened in the first half. It wasn't that great. We've got a Fenerbahce fan in. Welcome, mate. Yeah, second half's on the now. It's just started.
I suppose Fenerbahce will be playing the winners of this tie, won't they?
Indeed, they will.
Good luck, guys.
Yeah, so Dino Zagreb fought back from a 2-goal deficit. 2-0 down to 10 men. It's 2-2 now on the night. They're drawing on aggregate as well, 3-3. 5 minutes or so before the end there. Celia are still being held by Ignatia of Albania, 1 each. Still 0-0 here as Hearts are trying to fight back from a 4-0 defeat last week against STURM GRAZ. Shamrock Rovers are 2-0 up at halftime against Ararat Armenia after losing 2-0 last week, so they're 2 each at the moment. Apollon beat Dilagori 3-0. Earlier, 7-0 in aggregate. Riga FC beat Vardar 5-2 after extra time. They scored 4 goals in extra time there to stamp their authority and get through. Siska Sofia are still drawing 0-0 with Trnava with 6 minutes till the end of extra time. They drew 0-0 last week, so there's been no goals in essentially 240 minutes worth of football. I think they forgot to actually pack the goals. And Drita have forced extra time against Floriana, 1 each on the night after drawing 1 each last week. In the 87th minute, they scored there. So they go to extra time as well. So, Liam, let's hear what your thoughts are on that first half of football.
KJ, it seems like neither team are really kind of going for it. I can understand from a GRAZ perspective and probably from a Hearts perspective that neither of them are really looking to turn the screw. I mean, GRAZ don't need to. Chances are they're going to progress. I would have expected a little bit more from Hearts. They looked quite promising in the opening.
I thought they were timid on the ball. Didn't really offer too much. They had a couple of half chances, but nothing to suggest that they were the dominant side in that first half.
They looked all right in the first 10 minutes or so, first 15 minutes. Started on the front foot. Difficult when you're 4-0 down from the first leg. So it might play a little bit more like a pre-season friendly than an actual competitive game.
Yeah.
Obviously, Hearts have got Europa League to kind of fall back on. I think if you ask most Hearts fans when the draw's made, they would probably expect
Benfica
not to win this tie.
And they've got Benfica in the next round if they overturn a 2-1 defeat in St Gallen.
Yeah. That's another tough game. Benfica have just signed John Duran as well.
He's got the most New Star soccer career I've ever seen, by the way.
It's incredible. Absolutely
It's mental.
I think I read or I heard, I was maybe listening to TalkSport or something, someone was talking about him being like, everyone thought Unai, Hearts boy goes down the box, no penalty. Everyone thought that Unai Emery was mental selling John Duran, but apparently his attitude is absolutely stinking.
Yeah, he's a problem. He's like a Balotelli. He's like modern day, but like
a better technical footballer. I'd never thought Balotelli was a brilliant player, to be fair, but
no, but he did have attitude issues as well.
John Duran,
kind of an ego, more of an ego-driven sort of.
Have you watched his interview with Ellis Platten? His football shirt hunting video.
I've not seen it yet, no. But I've seen some of the shorts.
Like a top guy. Seems like a top guy. I think he's mellowed out a little bit. He probably did.
Yeah, he's grown up. Will we be covering Dundee United v Rangers on Friday? Currently, my flight from Oslo to Edinburgh gets in at 6:30 at night on Friday.
If Fogsy gives me the keys to the channel, I'll do it.
No one will ever have the keys. It's only me. It'll die with me. You'll have to prize it from my dead cold hands. We'll see, because the game is at 7:45. As soon as I get home, I'll be on the couch sleeping.
Is that Dundee United? Is that Tannadice?
It's at Tannadice. But
that's a cracking opening game.
Yeah, but see, going forward, if you just want to see more streams like this, like on a Friday or a Monday, if there's a game on that matters, then I don't mind. I would actually like to do that, because as much as I'd like to travel to games, this season is going to be a bit out of reach considering how much I'm spending on European away days. But just let us know, guys. Monday when it's Celtic against Dundee, that's more likely, because I don't have a shift that day. Midtjylland actually finished third in the Europa League phase. They got 19 points, so that's a compliment to Hibs drawing there away.
Yeah, I think. Well, we obviously went there. I was going to say we got a point. We obviously went there and got a draw to take back to Easter Road, and then it wasn't until after 90 minutes that they scored, and then we scored more or less right away after. And it wasn't until big chance for Grazia. Wasn't until like the 119th minute that they scored their winner, and it was an absolute screamer of an overhead kick as well. So
he's also had 2 goals disallowed for offside.
Hibs did.
At Easter Road, didn't you?
I think we might have done, aye.
Because I was at that game.
Again, I was steaming, so
I've got a better memory than you.
You do, aye. It's funny that I can remember games that happened like 15 years ago, no bother.
Because you were growing up and your memory just soaks up like a sponge.
And also I wasn't pissed.
Yeah. Aye. Happy Jambo says, in 1999, UK sent Kosovo aid with the war. In 2026, we sent them Hibs for combat and relief. It's a belter, by the way. It's an absolute belter.
Listen, we've got to let the Weasleys win at some point, don't we? It wasn't going to be us. It would have been the next game.
Mate, you are a wee team. Jack thinks that this Hearts manager will not last long. We'll see.
Oh, I'm remiss to talk about it because obviously you can't really judge them on two competitive games. However, and also I don't think that the individual mistakes being made on the park, he'll not be telling them to do that. You know what I mean? But at the end of the day, and when it comes down to football clubs in this day and age, the buck falls on the manager.
Yeah.
Regardless of what's happening on or off the pitch. It's ruthless. And, you know, I feel like this game is probably a write-off for Hearts.
Yeah. It's a free hit.
Yeah, it is. And I feel like the first leg was probably a free hit as well. Hearts fans might think different and might think that they had a real good chance. But I think if you ask like I said earlier, if you ask the Hearts fan before a ball was kicked, they'd probably assume, rightly or wrongly, that Hearts wouldn't make it through the tie. Don't think that's the manager's fault. See how he gets on. He obviously comes with a big pedigree, so I think he's got a bit of credit in the bank already for them.
Not even Jamestown could get them out of this game.
You're going to make me say something.
They were injured.
So was Tony Bloom apparently in the last week. Didn't they see him? He didn't play very well, did he? Super Tony Bloom. Sorry, Hearts fans in the chat. Sorry. I promised myself I would be unbiased and impartial tonight, but sometimes you can't.
I mean, we seriously want what's best for Scottish football, but we do like to have a bit of a joke here.
We do, and I think would Scottish football benefit from Hearts going through and getting pumped by Fenerbahce?
Well, they would technically be guaranteed a league phase football.
That is true. Yeah.
But at the same time, they would still get battered by Fenerbahce. Because Fenerbahce have absolutely spent millions on their squad. Do you want me to tell you who Fenerbahce have in their team now?
They no signed Nathan Ake.
No, just that, mate. They have
Mason Greenwood as well.
Yeah. Oh, see Mason Greenwood coming to the ground in Scotland.
I'll tell you what, right? He's obviously a very, very, very bad guy. Really bad guy.
Yeah.
What chance for GRAZ? Over the bar. A very, very, very bad guy. But see, like, when he was coming through at Man United, what a player. Really. Like, really good, technical, gifted player. I think he showed it again at Marseille. But I'm glad that he's not really getting a move to any massive teams. Obviously, Fenerbahce is a big team in Turkey, but he doesn't
they've signed Mason Greenwood for 39 million from Marseille, Siddiqui Sharif from Angers in France for 18 million. They signed Vedat Murici, who's Kosovan, from Mallorca, for 15 million euros. Nathan Ake for 8 million euros. I believe they're also linked with Ollie Watkins as well.
Are they? So are Man United, apparently.
Oh, good save there.
Yeah. Oh, chance here for Hearts on the counter. Calvin Miller out to Braga. Or is it Casaridis? I can't tell.
I think that was still a shot. Yeah, aye.
Game's starting to come to life a little bit here, Goggs, eh?
Yeah. Hearts are turning the screw finally.
Yeah. You talk about Siddiqui Sharif. I signed the Sheriff for my Blackburn team on Football Manager, and he is a baller. And I call him the Sheriff.
The Sheriff.
Sheriff Siddiqui.
Mm-hmm.
I love him to bits.
How far back does your FIFA knowledge go, as in like on PlayStation?
FIFA knowledge?
Yeah, as in like FC 26.
Well, I never really played Ultimate Team. I was never like an online guy. I
Did
just
you
like,
do Football Manager?
yeah, I play Football Manager more often than I play FIFA.
Because Fenerbahce had that Emre Mor, who was at Dortmund.
Oh, what a player he was, by the way.
He's now moved to NEC Nijmegen on a free transfer.
Was he?
Mm-hmm.
You know what I love is when like if I'm controlling Hibs on Football Manager or FIFA, and I sign a player in the game, and then it happens in real life.
I had that with
love it.
Tawanda Masbenizi. I signed him for 3 years on loan from Leicester in FM21. I couldn't believe it when Kettlewell, of all people, signed him. I was like, oh my goodness.
I've done it. I've done it a few times, but not like that's a bit of a niche one. Like I've done it with Jason Kerr or something. Signed Jason Kerr or brought someone back to the club, or like because mind we were talking about like Jamie McGrath and that. Like I went and signed Jamie McGrath. He ends up being at Hibs. But I've never done one as niche as that. As like the one. Had you heard of him before?
Yeah. Well, not from only from Football Manager. I'd heard of him. Because I was just looking for wingers because my tactic style on FIFA or Football Managers, you always have to have fast wingers, and it was just a random pick out of all the fast wingers because it's usually easy to get an 18-year-old in from a Leicester or Blackburn or someone like that on loan, and then I ended up signing him permanent.
Funny you mentioned Blackburn because he plays for my Blackburn team as well. That's when he said.
Yeah. Really?
Aye. I've got Maswinise. This is probably boring for anyone who's listening. I've got Maswinise, I've got the Sheriff, I've got Ben Doak, Billy Gilmer.
So you're obviously doing well then. Aye,
we're fighting near the top of the Premier League. We're going to win the Conference League this year. I hope.
You'd expect so.
We're hoping. That we do.
Got some more comments coming in as we're watching this game. I mean, our conversation's more stimulating than the game's been. Hibernian versus Liverpool, who will win? What score? I'll let you take this one, Liam.
Hibs Liverpool, like an all-timer, like all-time Hibs and Liverpool, or Hibs versus Liverpool now, like tomorrow. Because I think we'd probably nick a draw or something.
You'd probably rest all your players because you got a big game on Thursday.
Aye, absolutely, especially if it was tomorrow. Aye, we need to put the Rezzies out.
Yeah. Is there a Sainsbury's on Gorgie Road? I think there is.
On Gorgie Road? I think there is, aye. It's the back of the Sainsbury's that's on Murrayfield Road. Or Stevenson Road? Well, I can't remember what it's called.
I can't remember. It doesn't really matter to us, obviously. They'll be playing Conference League because Benfica or St. Gallen. You know what? I think St. Gallen would be a decent test, but I think Benfica underperformed because it was their first kick of a ball, and it was at St. Gallen. But I think Benfica will turn it around this Thursday.
St. Gallen are a good outfit, but much more beatable from a Hearts point of view.
Yeah.
So here's hoping to get Benfica.
Yeah. Alexander said he did it with Shanklin on FM22.
That's one of these ones that you can is always going to happen. Like we talk about, speaking about Jason Kerr at Hibs, it was always going to happen. Shanklin to Rangers was always going to happen at some point. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Jack says he signed Junior Adamu in FC 25 as a third choice striker, and he rocked up a year later in real life, scored a winning goal against Dundee in the cup, and disappeared.
I love stories like that. Like just weird players that you've never heard of before, and then they end up being at Hibs.
Yeah,
it's class.
Jack says, question for the Hibs man, is Eli Yuan crap now?
I've never thought.
We talked about him the other day.
Yeah, I've never thought Eli Yuan's been crap. Massive fan of Eli Yuan.
There's a block on the line there.
I want to watch what I say. I just feel like he's been mistreated by the club. And whether something's going on behind the scenes, I don't know. I'm not privy to that information. But I just feel like when Hibs needed a maverick, when Hibs needed someone who's a game changer, someone to kind of step up and do something a bit more risky and get the fans off their seats, Eliuan was that man, but he was never called upon. So it's a difficult one, really.
Kind of a wasted talent in my eyes.
Well, he's still fairly young. He's like 26, so I think he's away to Poland now.
Oh, pick
so
that out.
Hopefully, he does really well.
That's a goal for STURM GRAZ.
Oh, is it? I'm miles behind.
Mate, wait, just you watch. What a strike that is.
Oh, yeah, beastie. Shabalala! I was like that goal, eh?
Yeah. I'm waiting for him to do that, the celebration.
Did he score last week?
What's his name? I can't hear the commentary. But it's an absolute screamer.
It's a great finish, actually. Low and hard.
Just a long ball, mate. Yeah, no keeper on the planet saving that.
Wow, it's a rocket.
So that's 1-0
really
to STURM GRAZ.
Really
5-0 in aggregate. Aye, they're playing the centre half up front. Scheidel, who did score last week, yes.
That's such a bold strategy when you're already 4-0 up. Put your centre half up top.
Aye, fuck it. We'll just push for one more.
Hearts fans leaving. That's a bit much, is it not?
Well, they're 5-0 down, mate.
I know, but it's not like they've played terribly.
They've not been terrible, but like it's been a poor game.
It has been, but you can't have expected them to turn this round.
No.
What the fuck?
It's their second game. It's their second competitive game. Scores, yeah, it's 1-0 to STURM GRAZ. I'll quickly run through the rest that are happening right now. Dinamo Zagreb are in extra time with Thun. It's 2-2 on the night, 3-3 in aggregate. Celia against Ignacia has gone to penalties. They're 1 each and 4 each on aggregate. All the goals happened last week. Shamrock Rovers still 2-0 up against Ararat Armenia. Other current scores in the Conference League.
Oh, chance here again for GRAZ.
Siska Sofia have just beaten Trnava 5-3 on penalties after no goals over 240 minutes. And KF Drita are half-time and extra time 2-1 up on the night against Floriana from Malta. I wouldn't mind a trip to Kosovo. That'd be pretty nice.
Well, I mean, ask some of the Hibs fans that were over there. It looked sunny.
Aye.
I spoke to one of my pals, and he said that they flew into Tirana, and their base was in Tirana, which is the capital of Albania.
Yeah.
And then they just got the bus from Tirana to the stadium in Kosovo. He said that Tirana was brilliant, but Kosovo was a shithole. So
I expect so.
Take from that what you will.
Because see, when Scotland play North Macedonia, I'm gonna fly into Tirana and get a 6-hour bus to Skopje. Because it's a tenner.
It's mental, that area of the world, eh? Like, it's just, everything's just so cheap. He said that the pints were €2 a pop.
Brilliant.
Probably just as well I never went.
There
wouldn't have been any beer left.
You'd have forgot to come home.
What do you mean I've got to fly home? I don't want to.
STURM GRAZ turning the screw as well. Oh, that's brilliant. Oh, that's a goal.
Is that another goal?
Yeah, it's another. I think it's the same boy that had the goal disallowed in the first half.
Oh, that's gorgeous play.
I think it hit off the defender.
No, I think it was number 20 that scored in the first half.
Was it?
It takes a deflection off somebody.
Guy with the same hair. What chance you got? Oh my god, it hit off the Hearts defender. Keeper makes a good save and it bounces in off the Hearts defender.
It's a really nice bit of play in it.
Oh, dearie me. 2-0 to Sturm Graz. Altena with an own goal. It's actually really unfortunate.
It is unfortunate, aye. What do you make of Hearts' chances now, Gogsy?
What? You think it's over yet?
Seen more mental things. Let's have a look at the chat.
Yeah. Altena. Own goal. 69.
Whey.
6-0. Someone did comment earlier it was 6-0.
Aye, but they said Aberdeen Hearts.
I know.
Graz.
So it would appear that this is not the way to Barcelona.
Here's this boy Bassey. He's from what I've seen, what I've heard, what I've read of people talking about him, apparently he's pretty good. The boy Bassey. And he's massive. He's like 6'6" or something.
Rodriguez says Vamos Strum. Sturm Graz are giving Hearts a strumming.
Is it likely that Braga will score?
They're not playing the night. Oh, sorry, you mean the player?
I doubt it. I think Hearts will probably feel like they're just down and out now. It's mental to say that at 4-0 you think they've maybe got a chance.
They never had a chance.
Oh, Big James Kinneborough. He loves
Is that the guy you know?
He loves the handball, Big James, man. He's a good guy. One of life's good guys.
Sturm Graz were 5-2. Really?
Cheesy peeps.
Wish I'd seen that and I had a £20 on that. Hearts are happy to finish.
They've not got the right man in the dugout to be exclaiming that.
Yeah. I'm all for coefficient, but Hearts in Europe make me grateful for the odd win Celtic get in Europe. But I'm quite enjoying this thanks to Sturm Graz. Or should I say, grazie? Dear. Congrats!
Brilliant. That's the thing, right? Is that Hibs fans, Hearts fans, Motherwell fans, Aberdeen fans, we've got to be grateful for the wins that we do get in Europe because we don't get an awful lot of them.
No.
So,
like, see last week's win against having a boat flag. That was our first clean sheet in Europe in 15 attempts.
That's mental. That's ridiculous. I don't know if we've. Oh no, we kept a clean sheet away at Partizan. But I can't think of many times. I can think of many times that teams have kept clean sheets against Hibs in Europe, but I can't think of many times that we've actually kept a clean sheet.
But it's because you always come up against teams that are actually better than you.
It's right, and it's like it's also a difference in football and style, right? So when I was watching the Hibs game last Thursday, there, I thought that Malasheva looked pretty good, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
We probably made them look better than they actually were, but they looked like they had a bit of pace, a little bit of technical ability. And just like kind of something that not many Scottish teams offer, you know what I mean? So it's a difference in football and styles, certainly for playing these teams in Europe. And also another thing that doesn't help is when you play like the Scandi teams and they're already like 6-7 games into their league season. It's difficult to kind of keep up with that sort of pace. So
yeah, I can see you just ignored me there.
What did you say?
You said 6 or 7.
To
be fair though,
I'm not thinking about
that. Yeah, the team we're playing is like 15 games into their season.
Yeah, but if they're Pharaohs, then it shouldn't matter, really.
No, it really shouldn't matter. Right, I'll read to you the teams that we've been knocked out by since 1992. And see, most of them you can be like, fair enough, but there's been one or two that are a bit dodgy. So,
It's been 1992.
our first time was 91-92 playing against GKS Katowice. We beat them 3-1 at home, lost 2-0 away, lost in away goals. Then, 1994.
That's a ridiculous relay. You beat them 3-1 at home. It's that one goal that they scored that knocked you out.
Yeah, because Alex McLeish said, I thought they weren't that good. Then, next time, UEFA Cup, 1994-95, we lost 3-0 in aggregate to Borussia Dortmund.
Fair.
We played them off the park, apparently, over there. But I wasn't alive, so I can't vouch for that.
And there's probably no footage for it.
Yeah. 95-96 UEFA Cup, we lost to Finnish team Maipa 47, who aren't actually a club anymore. We beat them 2-0 away, then lost 3-1 at home. Out on away goals yet again.
So is that an omen for what's coming?
Well, there's no away goal rule now, so... Then fast forward to 2008-2009, we lost to Nancy Lorraine. They had Michael Antoine Fortuny, who ended up with playing at West Brom and Celtic.
Oh, aye.
He tore us a new one that night, and that's the game that got him the move to Celtic, I believe. Then 2009-2010, we lost 6-1 on aggregate to Stoya Bucharest.
That's not so bad.
It's not that bad, no. Now FCSB, of course. Then the next season we lost to Odense 3-1 on aggregate. Then we didn't score a goal at all until 2014-15 in Europe, losing 5-0 on aggregate to Panathinaikos, then losing 3-0 to Levante, losing 3-0 to Kuban Krasnodar of Russia, and now they're no longer a team. They're now a 5th division team in Russia. And then we were 2-0 up after 20 minutes against Stjarnan at home. We lost 5-4 in aggregate.
Ugh.
That's the one that sticks with me because
we absolutely. What are they only that bad? I think if you read out Hibs results in Europe since since I've been alive, I don't think we've been knocked out by many diddies. I think we've been beaten by them.
But you've not been knocked out by them as such.
Yeah, I don't think so. If I think about we got knocked out last year. We got knocked out last year twice, once by Mitchell and once by Legia Warsaw, which I don't think is...
That's not a disgrace because you played 3 ties against opposition that operates at a higher level than Scottish football.
We got beat against Aston Villa the time before that. So I mean, we probably should have won that.
Oh, absolutely, mate.
Mate, see when Lee Johnson did an interview after he got sacked off of Hibs. He was moaning about the Hibs fans, saying, "Oh, aye, they expected us to beat Aston Villa at home. What planet are they on, basically?" He's just
a LinkedIn manager, mate.
I'm thinking, are you fucking serious, mate? Honestly, I think we've been beaten by Rijeka. That's not
disgraceful.
Yeah, but we should have beat them that night. And again, that was another one. So Hibs have got this really good habit, right, of working hard all season to get ourselves into European qualifiers and then heavily under-preparing our squad for the first competitive game of the season.
Like that game against Stjarnan, we didn't have a proper pre-season.
Yeah, it's difficult, I think, when you're in Europe, especially in the really early rounds. It's not so bad if you're coming in at the playoff round or the third qualifying round, and you've got those extra couple of weeks to kind of get up to speed and maybe get another couple of players in. But Hibs have got a really good habit of getting to the qualifiers, severely under-preparing for our playing squad. It's like they don't speculate to accumulate. It's like they go, right, we can
just speculate, mate.
Aye, they're like, we can bank this European money and spend it after we're out, essentially.
Yeah.
It's I don't think it's a great business model, especially for a team that's expecting to get far in Europe, because by the time the playoff round comes round and you actually qualify for Europe, you're then facing a race against time to actually strengthen your squad to compete in Europe and in the league. So it's mental. What's the chat
I'll just
saying?
quickly go through comments. I don't think Hearts will score for the fans. Yeah.
Kim, I'm disappointed that Hibs never got to play against a Nancy Celtic. There's got to be that.
Yeah, would have had Midtjylland and Warsaw if that away goals rule was still a thing. You're right.
True.
And you'd end up playing Fredrikstad if you knocked out Midtjylland, which was a easier draw.
Who beat Palace in the Conference League?
No, they lost 1-0 over 2 legs against them.
No, they beat Palace. They beat Palace in the league phase, did they not?
No, that you're thinking of Midtjylland.
Someone beat Palace.
No, wait, sorry. Fredrikstad didn't beat Palace. Fredrikstad ended up playing Palace in the playoffs of the Conference League, losing 1-0 in aggregate.
Aye, because I remember looking like.
You want me to
in
Google
hindsight,
it?
we were like, if we did beat Midtjylland and we went through, then we probably would have ended up playing Palace, which would have been a fucking disaster.
It would have been, but a good, expensive trip to London.
Yeah, but we already played Villa like the time in Europe before.
Yeah, that had just been boring. That sounds like us, Liam. Celtic never prepare for European qualifiers, especially the early ones. Hopefully this season we can grab the country some much needed qualification points.
Well, Jack, I think it's a case of, again, teams just failing to speculate to accumulate, right? So Celtic, I think, have got a really bad habit of not spending the money to get themselves into the Champions League to get the money back.
Yeah.
So, I mean, and maybe they've done it a little bit this summer. They've brought in a couple of players. They've obviously broken their transfer record, but they've also brought in a lot of money from the sale of Dyson. So I think the Celtic board are just kind of hitting and hoping that Celtic get into the Champions League so that they can get this money so that they can spend it before the window shuts, which I don't think is the right thing to do. But if they were to spend all that money, Goggsy, and they didn't get into the Champions League and they didn't get the Champions League money,
there'd be another outcry saying they didn't sign the right players.
No, but it's not even that. I don't think it would be a massive issue for Celtic because I think Celtic have got a lot of money in the bank. But if Hibs were to do that and we were to put all our eggs in one basket and say, listen, we are going to go hell for leather, spend all this money, sign all these players in the hope that we get to the Conference League and then we don't get into it, then we could be in a really, really sticky financial situation. Which
you
I
just
think
have
is
the money ball in it.
Doing this. But you've just got to be sensible.
You just have to moneyball it, like what we do. One thing as well about Scottish football, the teams that tend to be on form aren't in Europe, and the teams that are out of form are in Europe. Hearts were good last year.
I don't think that's a coincidence, though. Again, it all comes down to failing to prepare your squad. And I've said this so many times, that if you're a Hibs or a Hearts or an Aberdeen, probably Hibs have never been in the league phase of a European competition, so Hibs is probably a bad example. But you look at Hearts and Aberdeen, and the last couple of times they've been in the Conference League phase or the Conference League group phase, and they've had all these extra games, they've had to bring in players over and above what they normally would. So they've got a bigger squad so they can rotate more and still get positive results. So that's another outline of another mass of wages. And then you're going, well, if they underperform in the league, then they're not going to get Europe. Where's the money going to come from to pay these players? And then it's a vicious cycle. And then teams are in financial difficulty again. So it's a really tough one to balance for teams and at our level. I think it's a bit easier for Celtic and Rangers because they can probably afford to have bigger squads and players who are on slightly elevated wages and probably keep them around for a wee bit longer. But you'll know yourself, there'll probably be players at Motherwell throughout your time of being a Motherwell fan where you're going, how the fuck is he still on a contract? Because they signed him on a 4-year deal 3 years ago, barely kicked the ball, and you can't get rid of him.
The thing is, like, I've thought we should shift our season by a month, so then players are back. Although it's a contractual thing as well, because some teams could still be in the end of their season by June. But I genuinely think if we shifted our season, and I don't think it'd be a bad thing actually including teams that are in Europe into a league phase group stage of the League Cup, because then they start with competitive football before they are thrown into Europe. But make them have. It's a lot of games. It's a lot of games, but it gets players up to speed quicker, and then you're already up to speed when you're playing in Europe for the first time. But the thing is, there's very little time. So if they were to do that, they'd have to have one less team in their group, so to speak. So expand
the league. That's not fair on the other groups. You know what I mean?
It's not fair, but it works the same for UEFA Nations when they have when teams are still in the Nations League at that point. Teams who are in the Nations League, like the last four, are drawn into a group of four. So there is precedent, but also it's so difficult to have that turnaround because a lot of signings come up from England, and they're still on holiday by the time that we come back for pre-season.
Yeah.
So it's a thankless task either way.
It's a very difficult thing to.
See if Motherwell had 3 or 4 games behind them before playing having their boat flag, we'd have won 7-0 last week.
Yeah, and I don't doubt it, and I think that similarly to Hibs, if Hibs, I don't think we would have won 7-0, but I feel like
you'd have got a draw at least over there.
I feel like I've just realised I've not had my microphone on this whole time.
It's fine. I can still hear you, mate.
I feel like we maybe wouldn't have won like a massive amount, but I feel like we would have at least given ourselves a little bit of a better account of ourselves. You would like to think, but it's just not feasible playing League Cup group phase before European qualifiers and then getting into league, because by the time you then start your league, you could have a couple of players with 5-6 week injuries.
True.
And again, it's just a player welfare issue, isn't it?
It is. If a team like Celtic were to spend a lot of money to get into UCL but fail and drop down to Europa, in a way it could be good because they can go on a deep run in Europa. Celtic should, in my opinion, be hitting deep Europa League now. At least.
It's a really good point. It's a really good point. But it's just a case of, I don't think that football owners and people who decide these budgets and decide where the budget goes and what it gets spent on, I don't think they're brave enough. I don't think they're brave enough across the board. And you can maybe look at a few teams across Europe who probably are brave enough to spend that money. Fenerbahce, they look like one of them.
Yeah.
Man City, when their owners came in, they looked like one of them, and it's paid off. But it doesn't always pay off. Look at Chelsea have spent like £1 billion in the last 4 windows.
They've not won a league since Mourinho.
Yeah, Liverpool spent a shit ton of money last summer. Everyone thought that they would win everything and clean up no problem, and they really struggled. So, yeah, I think there's a lot more disaster stories than success stories when it comes to spending lots and lots of money. But you just need to do it frugally and do it a little bit more sensibly. And especially for teams like Celtic who can afford to do it and with minimal sort of risk attached, they have to.
Yeah.
Hearts qualify for Europe, then produce that waste of time.
I don't think it's a waste of time as such.
I think it's harsh.
It is harsh because they've come up against a STURM GRAZ side that have won leagues recently, whereas Hearts just came close to winning a league for the first time in 60 years.
Yeah, Hearts haven't pulled up trees over these couple of games, but I would say that 6-0 certainly very much flatters STURM GRAZ.
It does.
I don't think they've been great tonight. Again tonight, I think it's played out more like a preseason friendly than anything else. But apart from a 9-minute spell in Austria, STURM GRAZ haven't blown Hearts away. I think they've been resolute. They've been well drilled, defended really well. But apart from that, I don't think that they've not been insane. You know what I mean?
No, they've not. Rangers lost to Malmö in the qualifiers and dropped down to Europa League. Went on to get to the final. Yeah, they were excellent in that year.
Rangers have just got a really funny. They've got a really funny relationship with the Europa League, haven't they? They seem to know it really well.
Apart from last season,
I wouldn't be surprised if they went deep in it this year. To be honest, Rangers.
They have to. They need to sort of boost the coefficient so they don't have to drop down to like the Europa League like third qualifying round. Because Rangers, it's embarrassing for them that Rangers had to play Europa League football this season because they finished third in a 2-horse race.
Aye.
That's not a slight on Hearts' stature. Like, obviously, a great story for Scottish football, but like, if this was Rangers, then they'd have been putting in a better performance for sure.
These two games have meant more to Hearts financially and for the supporters than it would have done to Rangers. So
yeah, I still think if this was Rangers, they'd have still lost to STURM GRAZ. I mean, they did last season.
I think so as well, and I know I was like laughing about Hearts getting pumped last week, right? Mm-hmm. And that's just the tribalism of it all. I'm a Hibs fan. I want Hearts to get beat. That's the simple nature of it. But they've come up against a really good, resolute STURM GRAZ team. And yes, I don't think they've been excellent across the two legs. Don't think Hearts have covered themselves in a lot of glory over the two legs. But I think the STURM GRAZ team probably beats everyone in the Scottish Premiership.
Yeah, Celtic beat them last year in the league phase of Europa, but it was a close game. It was 2-1, I think. STURM GRAZ had a man sent off too.
Aye, it's just one of them, and I don't think Hearts can really. I really think 6-0's harsh.
Yeah,
it's harsh. Although I don't know what to say too many nice things about them. Fuck them.
No. Yeah.
I hope Benfica batter them.
Might be the hopelessness at the end of both legs. It seems STURM GRAZ is athletically stronger. A lot of European teams are athletic. Yeah, a lot of European teams are athletically stronger because they actually have like systems. Like, don't want to bring it back to Motherwell, but see Jens Bertalascu coming in from Denmark and having a system, having a regiment of like a sort of ethos around the club. It's improved the club, and like the club's now thinking completely different to what every other Scottish team's doing, and like it worked. Got us 4th place. See if Jens Bertalascu stayed for five seasons, we'd have at least won a cup in that time.
Yeah, probably. He's played some cracking football last year, and Hibs couldn't let a glove on you.
No, he didn't.
Throughout the games that we played, so
and it was the same with everyone else. Like we only lost.
It's a bit of a shame for Scottish football that he's gone.
Yeah,
it's probably better for everyone else that he's gone because it's not as much of a worry anymore. But no, Jens had Motherwell playing so well. But to come back to that point about athleticism, I think teams that have got more money, teams that have got better facilities. I'm not saying that Hearts' facilities aren't good because they've got the Oriam at the uni, and that's a tremendous facility. But teams that have got a little bit more money to put into their facilities and their training and all the rest of it are always stronger. When we came up, I hate to bring it back against Hibs as well, but We came up against Aston Villa in the Conference League a couple of years ago, and although they didn't look physically much more athletically strong than us, they were stronger, they were faster, they were hungrier, their reactions were better, their decision making was better. And I know that it's obviously a massive jump between STURM, GRAZ and Aston Villa. That's full time now.
Yeah.
But I think that the premise is the same.
It's still there, right? Still there.
Mm-hmm.
So
Clanny got sent off. Is that another guy that plays for Rangers now?
Yeah, he got signed by Rangers on the basis that he's got sent off against
Because
Celtic.
he got sent off against Celtic. That shows a bit of heart.
Yeah. He knows what it's like. He knows what it means.
Brilliant.
In the Europa next for Hearts, it's the winners of Benfica or St. Gallen. St. Gallen won the first leg. Yeah. Don't think Celtic done too bad in Europa League. They got the third toughest draw in the whole of the league phase and managed to get 11 points. Yeah, some decent results as well, but I think...
Who put them out in Edinburgh?
It was it Stuttgart or Frankfurt? Frankfurt. I think it was Frankfurt.
I mean, either team. Either Stuttgart or Frankfurt.
Yeah. I often get into it.
Like Fairfax.
The two teams that qualify for group stages, the rest keep falling. Has to improve, or it's Conference League football we're all heading to after this season. Their league winners don't get. Yeah, well, I think it's the second qualifying round of the Champions League that the winners of our league would get.
See, I'm going to put it out here, right? See, for the Celtic fans in the chat or the Rangers fans in the chat, what would you rather do? Would you rather go deep in the Europa League and like get put out at like the round of 16 or quarterfinals, or would you rather go and win the Conference League? And I feel like it seems like a silly question because
financially you always pick the Champions League.
You want your team to win trophies, but like what would you rather? Would you rather win the Conference League or get to like the round of 32 of the Champions League or the round of 16 or the quarterfinals of the Europa League?
Stuttgart. Got it right first. Yeah, James would much rather a trophy. I think it all depends on...
We're not going to win anything, James, so I don't think that's anything that we've got to worry about.
I genuinely think... See, I think it depends on who you support and what viewpoint you have of football, whether it's from a business perspective or whether you just want to see a trophy.
Yeah, I think...
Cheers, mate. Thank you for coming.
Thank you.
Your dream to see us...
Yeah.
Yeah. I can see that.
The thing is, realistically, Celtic are never really going to play in the Conference League.
They're not. Unless they come in so early that they get beat in both the CL and the Europa League.
Yeah. Aye.
But also, like, it would be more realistic to say the Conference League if they still had the drop down, finishing like third place in the groups. They would still have that. No, we don't, Gogsy. There's no CL. Our coefficient isn't good enough. Yeah, but that's because of what we are as Scottish folk and like viewing football from a Scottish perspective. We don't back ourselves, and that's why we will not have regular presence in the Champions League.
Yeah,
because Scottish football hates itself.
There's a massive gap, though. There is a massive gap in finance and in quality between the teams at the top of Scotland, whoever's representing us in the Champions League, whether it be Hearts, whether it be Celtic, whether it be Rangers. And that's not a plight on Hearts just because they've got beat tonight, but the gap in quality and the gap in finance, but especially the gap in quality, is massive. And it means that Scottish teams will never do anything in the Champions League.
Not anymore. I saw one of these. You know one of the Twitter accounts. I saw like the most embarrassing results of Scottish teams versus the biggest victories of Scottish teams. And I think on the biggest
Hibs were-
victories of Scottish team. Yeah,
Hibs
Hibs were on it.
list.
Yeah, mental. But also, like you see the date disparity between
Yeah.
the most of the biggest results for Scottish teams in Europe happened before the 1990s,
Yeah.
whereas every single result on the bad list were after 2000. It just shows this disparity of how football is perceived in Scotland between
You
then
think
and
in
now.
European results, like the great European results and for Scottish teams in Europe, like you think about Celtic when they played Barcelona, and they beat them at Celtic Park. Rangers obviously beat Dortmund and Leipzig on the way to the Europa League final. But I mean, other than that, like recently, there's not been many scalps taken.
No.
I think Hibs beating Partizan is a good result, but I don't think it lands in one of Scottish football's.
It's a solid result. It's a solid result. It's one that you probably don't expect much either. Like,
It's probably Hibs' best, one of Hibs' best European results in the modern era.
Yeah, definitely. Like, I mean, Celtic drew at the Allianz as well, and they won in Germany at Stuttgart for the second leg, which is good.
Lazio.
They beat Lazio twice that season.
Mm-hmm.
I remember the Encham goal under Neil Lennon. They beat Leipzig at home as well.
I remember watching that. I think I was watching that in Shakespeare's up the town.
Good night at that. There's been 13 occasions where a Scottish club has been in a European final. Rangers 6, Celtic 4, Aberdeen 2, Dundee United 1. You forgot one. You forgot when Motherwell won the Copa del Rey. Yep. I'm just joshing. Usual Edinburgh team in Europe coefficient train wreck.
Couldn't agree more.
Yeah, that's just the way it is, mate. That's the way you like it.
It is indeed. It is indeed. I'm going to stop saying nice things about them now.
Yeah, exactly. But that's us, I think. What's your last thoughts on the game that we've just witnessed? We've wasted 2 hours watching.
Yeah, I think it was a fat load of nothing, to be honest. The damage was done in the first leg. I thought Hearts maybe would have went for it a little bit more. And I think they did try that in the first 10-15 minutes.
But realised they weren't good enough.
I'm not sure if it was even that, but I do think STURM GRAZ played well. Like I said, they're well drilled, they defend well, and they limited Hearts to very, very little tonight. So
they just nullified them.
Yeah, they did, and they didn't really have to do an awful lot to win the game tonight. But for STURM GRAZ, they won the game. They're through to the next round. So very best of luck to them. Obviously, Hearts have got the winners of St. Gallen or Benfica in the next round. So another really tough tie for Hearts. But we'll just wait and see what happens. Hopefully, both Hibs and Motherwell get a good result in Europe on Thursday.
Yeah,
and make the.
Are you going to Easter Road, mate?
I'll not be there. No, I'll not be there on Thursday.
Shat it from Kosovan farmers.
I have actually, yeah, I have. Watch us. I'll not be there, and we'll win like 7-0 or something. I bet you.
Well, that's what you're wanting anyway.
Yeah, I suppose so. So I mean, fingers crossed. I think Motherwell will go through without a speed bump. I think Hibs probably will go through as well. But for me, it's papering over some cracks, some very, very big cracks.
And then I'll see you on Sunday for the game.
You will see me on Sunday for the game?
Yeah.
I'll see you outside. I'll see you at the Bridge of Doom for a scrap.
I'm on then. Anyway, guys, on that happy note, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. See you later.
Thanks, guys. See you later. Thanks for joining in.